I'm an investigative reporter and...
Wait a minute, what happened to hello and good day?
Hello.
Hello and good day.
I'm an investigative reporter and I have been shown a document at Curlin Air Force Base that had this sentence in it. These extraterrestrial biological entities manipulated DNA in already evolving primates to create Homo sapien, and the Latin was used, Homo sapien.
Yes.
Do you know specifically which extraterrestrial biological entities?
The Anunnaki.
When and where are
About
they from?
300 to 500,000 years ago, the alterations were done to certain branches of the naturally evolved hominid you call Homo habilis and Homo erectus.
And where are they from?
The Anunnaki?
Yes.
Another parallel reality. The idea that they come from a planet in your system called Nibiru is not correct.
There's other information that they are from a planet in a double system at Zeta Reticuli 1 and 2.
That's different. Those are not the Anunnaki. Those are a different form of gray.
Do you have a clear definition of who is friendly to Earth, who is neutral, and who is hostile when it comes to other intelligences in this universe?
We are aware of such, but the idea of the ones that are interacting with Earth are either neutral or friendly, or in a sense, the way you might perceive them is simply they don't really take you into account. No one interacting with Earth is actually openly hostile. No one openly hostile is allowed to interact with Earth.
But there are insidious ways to interact that would be manipulating minds, abducting humans, implanting...
The idea of the abductions, you must understand, is something that is the result of an agreement made on a higher level. Even though the individuals may not know that or remember it, they volunteered.
Hybridization of Earth could be interpreted by something like the Pentagon as being an invasion.
Yes, because many individuals in your Pentagon have fear-based beliefs, instead of understanding that it is part of the natural evolution of your world to become the sixth hybrid race, which is part of the transformation taking place now.
And what would the sixth hybrid race be from your point of view?
It would be a blending of the hybrid children that will come to live among you and the humans that exist on your planet now, along with intermixing of certain other genetic traits that already exist within you and within them that will come out in more strong ways once the mixing begins. And in about 1,000 years, you will find that the majority of the beings on your planets will feel the full effect of the hybridization genetics that exist within them, because remember, being that you are already hybridized by the Anunnaki, you contain many different kinds of hybrid genetics. It's one of the reasons you actually have many different races on your planet.
And finally, there is some evidence that some of the extraterrestrial biological entities are very focused on what happens to the soul of Homo sapiens sapien at the moment of death, with the implication that they might have an interest in trying to get human souls?
Not possible. This, again, are fear-based belief systems that allow individuals to succumb to ideas that keep them under the control of those perpetuating those fear-based belief systems.
For you, then, what is the greatest hostile threat to us on Earth?
You are.
Me personally?
No, yourselves. The negative fear-based beliefs that you have all bought into that allow you to believe there is such a thing as lack, and believe that you can be attacked and not understand how you create your reality. And the idea of those that you consider to be in power, in some senses, you are giving them their power. You are supporting them in that. But the greatest power they have is convincing you through information that they have more power than they do.
Do you think that there is any, I'm going to say, existential threat to our planet in the next 50 to 100 years?
Yes, but again, it comes from all of you. Because the idea is that you can take your planet down the path of destruction. The idea of us sharing this information with you is to help you make other choices. but we have to leave the choice in your hands. So the existential threat is that you will continue to buy into fear-based belief systems that will take some of you down a destructive path, because that's exactly what happened to the Greys. Because the Greys are not aliens. They're mutated humans from a parallel Earth that they destroyed. Do you understand?
Who are the tall whites?
The tall whites are another extraterrestrial race that are aiding and assisting in the hybridization agenda so that Earth doesn't necessarily have to walk down the same destructive path that the Greys took.
So they are indirectly a kind of ally, even though they would be hugely intimidating to humans generally?
Remember that the idea of intimidation is based on your fear-based perspectives of such beings. Remember that beings like them and us operate on very high frequency levels. The reason that we are delivering information to you in the way we are and remaining at arm's length is so that we don't overwhelm you with this frequency. The frequency would force to the surface things within your own psyche that you may not be ready to integrate and face about yourselves, and actually cause psychotic shock within you. When you apply a lot of the information that we are sharing with you into your life more and more and raise your frequency, then you become more vibrationally compatible with us, and that's when open contact will happen.
How long would that be?
The window for the beginning of open contact, as we read the collective energy of your planet right now, is somewhere between the years of 2025, 2033 to 40. It will begin slowly, sporadically, isolated here and there, but definitely by 2040 and 50, all of you will know that there is such a thing as extraterrestrial civilizations and life, and there will be open announcements and open contact that will begin to allow you to become eventually a member of the Interstellar Alliance. Then you will begin to explore space as we do. You will come upon worlds like we have to yours, and you will become their UFOs.
Well, there are whistleblowers in Navy SEALs and other agencies who say since the 1970s, we have had an interstellar trade unit operating out of the National Security Agency, and that we are already involved with trading with other systems in the Milky Way galaxy.
On a very, 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 very minimal level, a lot of these stories are highly exaggerated.
What would we be trading?
Understanding of how the cosmos works, understanding of what kind of technology the understanding of the cosmos produces that is very different from your technology. Understanding of your connection to the cosmos and what you really are. Understanding of your true history, as we were just discussing. One of the great gifts you will be given when open contact occurs is the actual history of your entire civilization, leaving nothing out, no gaps.
I hope for that, and thank you very much.
We thank you.